Hey, Eric Sider here, and in this video, it's time to transplant the wild rice seed that I planted back in November. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link to that at the end. But with the extended cool weather, things are all a bit delayed and wonky this year. So it's finally getting around to that time. Since this is the first time I've ever grown wild rice, I started it in a mixing tub just to make sure the seeds germinated before I committed to a larger planting. Now, my motivation for growing wild rice is because I heard Bill Mollison say you could grow enough wild rice for one person in a kiddie pool. Now, he never said what size the kiddie pool was, but I'm thinking something under 6 feet in diameter. And I have this 4 foot by 4 foot by 1 foot little pool, and that's what I'm going to be trying. Now, I added a mixture of chicken run soil and sand and made a bit of a slurry, so I have something to plant the seedlings into, get them somewhat secure, and then I'm going to top it off with some river sand that I harvested the other day to keep the soil and the water a little cleaner. And I'll add just enough water to get everything established, and then I can add water as it goes. Okay, time to transplant. Let's get into it. I'm gonna do my best to avoid disturbing the roots. See that guy? And then we're gonna just put him like so. Now this is gonna be a little bit tedious, obviously, so. There we go. Okay, there we have it. 110 wild rice seedlings transplanted. Obviously my spacing was not perfect because it's a square kiddie pool, so I got 10 by 11. We'll see how we go, and I have more than enough for another kiddie pool's worth. You can see it's got a good coating of sand. Keep everything stabilized while the roots get established. I will definitely keep it moist, but I'm gonna avoid adding significant amounts of water because I don't want to upend all the plants. And this way I don't have to worry about any mosquitoes moving in. But as they get established and the roots are secure, I will definitely be adding some more water. I will say I was a bit light on the initial soil that they got planted into. It was maybe like 1 inch to a 1/2 inch across the kiddie pool, so 2 to 3 inches deep of a good muck would have made transplanting a lot easier, and they would have stood up much better. All right, there we have it. 110 wild rice seedlings in a 4x4 kiddie pool, and I have more than enough to do a whole nother one, which I very well might do. Just got to find another good spot for the kiddie pool. Again, if you haven't seen the video where I planted the seeds initially, I'll link to that at the end, and I'll definitely be checking in as it grows, see how it's doing. But all goes well, there'll be a harvesting video come fall, which I'll be very excited about. All right, as always, you want your permaculture themed t-shirts, or if you're needing help with your land or permaculture projects and consultation and design services, all the links for that will be below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.